The Cedar Fair and Six Flags merger brought multiple reactions to enthusiasts. A lot of them were abrupt, scary, and sad.
Six Flags Entertainment Corporation, the largest amusement park operator in North America today, announced that it will close Six Flags America in Hurricane Harbor in Bowie, Maryland, after the 2025 operating season. Am I surprised? Nope. I am not a gentleman with an award. So based on the removal of some of the rides, Cedar Fair / Six Flags ghosting these parks like a player, mostly Cedar Fair to be honest, and then they just leaving me over here like the girlfriend crying. What did I do?
I know it's me.
Sheila, don't blame yourself like that.
Me.
No.
When we look at the result of Jogga Lake, when we see the low investments of their other like lower profitable parks, and Six Flags ain't immune to it either because, you know, don't forget Astro World. You know, the place where you gave us your ass and then you asked for a little bit of dro. You really thought that was about to give you your world. Still scammed you. Hopefully the other parks that have more of a distance from the other Six Flags will have some level of sustainability. We're literally holding in for Six Flags St. Louis.
Dear Lord, just stay out of our way.
Superman Ride is still at Six Flags America is a good, intimate hyper. Will they move it or remove it?
I feel like they can move it to Kings Dominion in the old Virginia section, but I'm not really sure how far Kings Dominion's land goes in that direction.
This is absurd. We are not having this conversation at all.
Don't act like y'all don't want to be high in the green. Don't act like you don't want to be surrounded by wood with your hands raised and your mouth wide open. Such a rush. I feel like it could go anywhere that doesn't have like a proper hyper, and it also has the space to supply it because it is a far-reaching coaster, and they also have to have the capacity to be able to run it. But I just feel like it's unlikely, like just the way that they've been eliminating other coasters is just, I don't really see them actually spending that money to relocate Superman.
Wild One at Six Flags America is a more than 100-year-old classic wooden coaster. Will they move it or remove it?
I would love Wild One to go to Carowinds. As Carowinds to me feels so structured and conventioned, I would love the inclusion of something that makes it feel like it has history. And that would also allow them to RMC Hurler in a model that's similar but different to Twisted Timbers. And also if they would add that steamboat that they used to have back in the day, that would really work. Put that back in the river. And y'all even can rename it to Thunder Road. I don't even care. I doubt it. I mean, look at Jogga Lake, Big Dipper. There are a lot of classic pre-70s wood coasters that are just going extinct.
Based on other ride types, there are some rides that you kind of have a feeling that they may be removed, and then there's other ride types that there's just rumors that they could be removed. So with Six Flags America closing, will they remove Joker, Jinx, and Batwing?
I would like Joker Jinx to go to Six Flags over Georgia. You could even use the parking lot. I don't even care. With this coaster specifically, and make a path that goes probably like eliminate the Gotham City show space, and it will wrap around Thunder River to connect the path so that Gotham City is not a dead end, and it gives the park the launch coaster that it needs outside of the new Gold Rusher, of course, which is a launch coaster as if people, you know, place Surf Dog at Kings Island as a launch coaster. Plus, this is under the height restriction, and clearly they seem to be able to run a ride like this. And all these models are still operating. You think of Poltergeist at Fiesta Texas. You think of Flight of Fears at Kings Island and Kings Dominion. Unlike Batwing, that all closed. So, which I feel like Batwing is just gonna have to go to scrap. It sucks, but like, I don't see it lasting after this year.
Every park has those support rides that aren't necessarily the fan favorite rides, but they help to make the park feel like a full experience. With Six Flags America closing, do you feel like they're gonna remove any of the support coasters?
Roar, disappear, penguins, gone.
All your hair, gone.
They renewed Mind Eraser to Professor Scream Wars, whatever. But actually, who wants an SOC? I feel like it really would go to like the SOC that ain't got the new trains. That's where they're going. So whatever like the parts can go to, will go to that. Ragin' Cajun honestly could be moved to a lot of places, and it's low-key the most likely coaster to be relocated. I know that's sad to say. It's really good Spinner Wild Mouse though. Who wouldn't move it?
Who wouldn't write that?
I'm still upset about the erasure of 90s Woodies. A big block of history is being erased. It's disrespectful. We'll have nothing to show for those big Woodies erected in the 90s. I blame Diddy.
Flat rides are very thrilling, but they're also movable. For the closing of Six Flags America, will they move their flat rides or will they just remove them?
Okay, so they're gonna relocate Steamroller because they're not gonna have that nigga go to waste.
Kim, what's wrong?
A black ball went to waste.
Harley Quinn is another one that's likely to be moved. You know what I mean? Even though it was doing that little shoulder thing, that little shoulder shrug.
Talk about your cold shoulder.
They can also move the little shorty drop tower, cause like why not? Well, who ain't got a drop tower? Like even Great Escape has Sasquatch. Like shoot to shoot, gone. Go-karts, go ahead, cart your ass off to somewhere, but not Target, cause DEI. Maybe they can find a home for the swinging ship and maybe like a small park or like sell it to like the carnival circuit for riddle me this. As long as they oil it good. Same for French Quarter Flyers.
Be right back.
Ride coaster enthusiast, and now it's gone. And this was her favorite ride. Yeah, so it was really hard to watch her respond like that. I was blown away with emotion as well. And Six Flags at least she has, to look forward to the next roller coaster that's coming in its place. And Aisha, we're going to give you some time to compose yourself and it's an emotional morning, a roller coaster morning.
And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit.
All right, we apologize for that.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
And now, back to our feature presentation.
Six Flags America could have been a different type of Six Flags park. I feel like Six Flags is not willing to try new themes.
This was a missed opportunity. Like they really could have like themed this to focus on food and theming and have this have like a large hiking trail. Cause I feel like that would be something that would translate to the DC culture. Could have just like kept some of the main rides. Just like remove a lot of the cheap food and like invest in building some restaurants that can have some really good stuff. And I feel like it could have been a nice place for like people that just want to have like a nice relaxing time, hikers. It would be cheaper than the other Six Flags parks. Or they could have also made it a kids park. We see a lot of the stuff like Universal's making a new kids park, as I don't know what happened to the Mattel one in Arizona. There's also things like Sesame Place. And with that, they could have removed some of their larger coasters, larger thrill rides to some of the other parks, and then focused and even like relocated some of the kids and family thrill rides to this park and remarketed it because they don't want to compete against King's Dominion. But at the same time, it's an area where there's gonna have a lot of families, and it could have been really cool to have a different type of park.
Six Flags America is in an ideal location in between Greater Baltimore and DC. But due to competition, they didn't want to keep Six Flags America or sell it to another park.
But they're just like, why would I make more competition against King's Dominion and potentially Dorney? It's just like, you know what? I don't think it's worth it to even compete against Hershey at this point. Even though they're in one of the most popular U.S. major metro areas, they're also connected to most of the U.S. major metro areas, except maybe like Seattle and like the Southwest outside of Cali. And of course, Houston, but we all know what happened with that. So, like, this is not that surprising, but it's also very disappointing. And it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? They said, nope, you get a suburb, you get a Maryland office, you get a Wegmans.
Coming to Six Flags, 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 Six Flags at six at six at six at six at six at six coming to Six Flags, coming to Six Flags, coming to Six Flags, coming to Six Flags.
SpongeBob, why